Between May and July 2001, a 7-foot slug, 10 gallons of tar and 40 kilograms of feathers were used in performances and events across London and Brighton. This film is the story of the Slug Queen. She takes a journey on the Northern Line. She is immersed in the tar bucket at an old dipping factory. She becomes the centrepiece in an exhibition at the Royal College of Art. Tar is slippery, a difficult thing to hold down, to keep down. Black, shiny and sluggish in more ways than one. What is it worth? What does it mean?
Ela é minha menina, eu sou o menino dela. Ela é o meu amor, e eu sou o amor todinho dela.
For something so slow, it lays many trails. Tar is driving. Tar, the stuff that ruined the planet and stitched us all up in a network of black lines, roads and pavements, ebony veins of progress. Tar is a trap, and tar is the pits, the meeting point of earth, air and water, the borderline between liquid and solid, the tar pit, the tar grave, arrangement in black and black. Translate them how you like. The words low, middle or high turn aspiration on its head, give new depths to inspiration reinvented as emphysema and lung cancer. The healthy lung and the smoker's lung, one pink and perky, the other like a gigantic dried out banana skin dipped in molasses. A horrible thing, a hot thing, a living death. Tar is art, the essence of creativity. The Spanish have a word for it, the duende. Why paint in tar? It smells delicious, feels good, produces a lot of different shades from crystalline jetty blacks to golden ochres, works treacle thick or water thin. But beyond this there is tradition. At the end of Francisco Goya's life, he began to paint in tar. The great poet Garcia Lorca saw exactly what he was up to, as he said, "All one knows is that it burns like powdered glass, that it exhausts, that it rejects all the sweet geometry one has learned, that it breaks with all styles, that it compels Goya, master of greys, silvers, and of those pinks in the best English paintings, to paint with his knees and with his fists horrible bitumen blacks. Tar is a baby. The tar baby may look like anything: a woodlouse, a penguin, an elephant, a telephone strangled by its own cord, a slug. They all come from the same place. They all come to the same thing. The wonderful tar baby story is the first Brer Rabbit story. The tar baby is a contraption made out of tar and turpentine by Brer Fox and set up in the middle of the road. Brer Rabbit hates the tar baby because it won't say anything and it won't do anything. Black, still and voiceless, the tar baby is an enigma. It is a black space we must fill. Tar is torture. Tar dark, mean and painful. Tar and feathers. A black and white history of ritualized humiliation, pain and punishment. The image of an IRA informer strapped with belts to a lamp-post, leaning exhausted, maybe dead. A drooping lily in a vase. And so tar and feathers flowed on, the people's verdict on the other. Burn and stain enemies. Body art as punishment. It started very early. Here is the punishment code for crusaders who travelled with Richard the Lionheart in 1189. A robber, moreover, convicted of theft, shall be shorn like a hired fighter, and boiling tar shall be poured over his head, and feathers from a cushion shall be shaken out over his head. Tar is slick. Tar is inside and outside the boat. Crude oil, the very essence of tar, floating in huge baths across the sea. Black tankers of tar, vast black tombs, hulls gutted on the rocks, spilling their black guts, and now it floats from coast to coast, black coagulated. Whole bays and rocky shores wrapped up in the stuff, shoals of fish drowned in it, colonies of birds tarred and feathered spontaneously in millions. Bathers sitting on beaches, rubbing at the black smears on their legs, picking lumps off their towels and their knickers. For a long time the tar baby has been lurking. Maybe now it is time to get stuck into that rich contamination, to see a terrible beauty in painting black, in making tar babies together.
Uh.